Okay, let's assume that you wanted to learn to play the tabla. What would you do? Well, traditionally, you'd find a guru or an ustad, a teacher, someone that inspires you, someone that's a practitioner or a maestro in their own right. And then you would join his clan. Now, I say his because I haven't seen any female gurus in the time that I've been playing. So suddenly you're part of a clan and you belong to a house or a school of music called a gharana. Gharana literally means house, and usually gharanas are defined by geography. So you'd have the Delhi Gharana, you'd have the Patiala Gharana, you'd have Lucknow, etc., Benares, etc., etc. So you would become part of the Gharana, you'd form part of the entourage of the Guru's disciples, and then you would be encouraged to practice in the style of tabla playing that belongs to that Gharana. Actually, it's quite funny, because I'm a self-taught tabla player, when people ask me what my Gharana is, I say, Southall. Now, supposing you just wanted a couple of lessons just to find out about the instruments and just have a go. Well, I think it would be very difficult to find a guru that would just give you a couple of lessons. Having a guru is a lifetime commitment, which might suit some people, but it might not suit others. The word guru also suggests a spiritual connotation, even though in the music world, I think a guru is more likened to a coach or a tutor. In my experience, I've met two types of gurus. There's the self-proclaimed guru, who manipulates his disciples to call him that. And then there are gurus who are naturally put on a pedestal by their students, their followers and their fans. Of course, all teachers have pride in watching their students succeed, but I can't help thinking that some gurus just teach so that they can spread their own name and the name of their gharanas and make themselves more famous. Also, many of the gurus, if not all of them, are amazing players. They're really mind-blowing on stage, and their versatility and their technical prowess is amazing. But just being a good player doesn't mean that you're a good teacher. In the Western world, many teachers have certificates, they have qualifications, they have a certain skill in teaching. But being a good player in India doesn't mean you're a good teacher. And I'm sure you can't go up to a guru and say, "Can I see your guru certificate, please?" You'd probably get banned from the Gharana. Another myth that I think puts many people off from learning to play the tabla is this thing about you have to practice 10 hours a day. Well, if you wanted to learn any instrument, the more you practice, the better it is. But I don't know anyone that practices 10 hours a day. And I think there's a tendency to make things look very complicated. Because many of the gurus are soloists themselves, and virtuoso soloists in that, it's assumed that the disciples who want to... Have you just broken that? I told you not to play with it. Can I have it, please? Oh, look what you've done. Should we just carry on? It's assumed that a disciple will emulate his guru. And so therefore, many students end up playing very, very complicated passages, which in my opinion are not necessarily required in all types of music. So those are some of the issues and problems that I feel are stopping the tabla from becoming a worldwide instrument. And I think they're issues and problems that can be solved very easily, some with a practical skill and know-how, and some with a change of attitude, but just a small change of attitude.